Masterson today. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks.
All right, excellent. Why don't we get started by telling us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Well, okay, a little bit about myself. I'll start with family first. I'm married to my husband, Doug, for 22 years. I
Wow.
have one daughter, one granddaughter, and two great-granddaughters. And I love my family. I'm not real close to them in proximity, so I don't get to see them very often. We're a couple hours away. My daughter's in Arizona. But what I do here and what I've been doing for the last 18 years is I own an insurance agency called Masterson Insurance Agency. And I also own another business called Outgo Reduction Solutions. So, the next best thing to more income is less outgo. So I try to help people save money on their insurance. And I also help people try to save money on their telecommunications, energy, and other essential services that they pay those bills for every month.
Oh, nice.
So we're an independent agency here, so we have several top-rated companies that we quote through and try to get the best possible price for our customers. In fact, our motto is better coverage for less money.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, what made you decide to go into business many years ago?
I had worked in the office environment, actually, when I graduated from high school, I went into office work and did that for several years and then went into retail. And then I moved from Fort Wayne, where I was living, up to the Valparaiso, Merrillville area and worked for a retailer in the mall, jewelry retail, and did that for a few years. Worked for a doctor at a physician's weight loss center for a while. Learned to do phlebotomy there, that was very interesting. And then I did a very short time with a small family-owned staffing company here locally. And because I was outside sales, I had opportunities to talk with business owners all the time. And so when I got to this insurance agency building and walked in, I was asked if I liked what I was doing and so forth. And I was looking for something I could do on my own, whether it's real estate, just some kind of my own business, because I was tired of working for someone else, not ever getting ahead. Even when I changed jobs, there was still that ceiling there as far as how much I could make. And so I thought the only way I'm going to get out of this is if I start my own business. So when I came into this insurance building and talked with a gentleman here, it sounded very interesting, and I did some interviews, and I thought, you know what? Yeah, everybody has to have insurance. I mean, the law says if you drive, you have to have insurance on your vehicle.
Sure.
In the mortgage companies, if you don't have insurance on your home and you have a mortgage on it, they're going to force it on you. So I'm like, this is something that everybody has to have. And so I remember going home and telling my husband that I had found what I wanted to do. And he says, oh, okay, what's that? And I said, I'm going to be an insurance agent. And the first words out of his mouth were, wouldn't you really rather sell real estate? And here we are. I started the agency, and a year after I started the agency, my husband came on board with me.
Yeah, I was going to say, so how's that working out for him? I think he's right by your side, right?
He is. Yes, he is. And very, very much so. So, yeah, we are, we're a three-man team here. It's myself, my husband, and then we have a full-time specialist with us too. So, but yeah, that's how it all started, just looking for something that, I could build for myself.
It's good. That's good. So, over the course of, the last, what did you say, 13 years, or more, right?
More, 18.
18 years, yeah. Over the course of the last 18 years, I'm sure there's been some things that have gotten you just super excited about what you do. Can you share with us, what makes you most happy about, what you're doing?
What makes me most happy is being able to help people. I mean, we talk to people every day who aren't happy with either the company that they're with or the agent, or they think they're paying too much. And, it's really great when you can take, someone's insurance. I mean, people think it's, unnecessary evil, which it is. But if you can take someone from, say, $2,000 a year to $1,300 or $1,500 a year, that's that much more money that they get to keep in their pocket, and they are extremely happy when we do that for them. So, it's helping people, and, we can't help everyone, but I would say 90% of the time we're able to put them with better coverage for less money. So it's just making people happy and, serving the people.
Sure.
Yeah.
So finish this sentence. Marti Masterson is passionate about this.
I'm passionate about helping people. And it doesn't necessarily have to stay with insurance.
Right.
I'm all about serving others, because when you serve others, it is, for one thing, it makes me feel good in my heart. And for another thing, it always comes back to you. When you serve others, it ends up coming back to you in some form or another. So whether it's supporting someone else in their business, connecting people, whatever it is that I can help, I'm constantly making notes of who I connect with, who I can connect with and different things that I can do to better other people.
No, I mean, that's perfect. That's simple and perfect. And it's exactly what we're all about. And it's funny how these people, because, and to your point, when you are that way, when you say it comes back, well, it comes back with, there's more people like that out there. And it's just awesome to meet, so many good, kind-hearted people like that.
Right.
And I don't know if that does it for you, but it sure does do it for me. I mean, it's great. It's unbelievable. And,
yes, it is.
And I get those questions all the time. What's in it for you? Well, this is what's in it for me. I love this, and
yeah.
So, I mean, that's excellent. I appreciate you sharing that. Having the longevity that you've had in business so far, there's got to be some tricks, some things that you do to kind of stay sharp and stay on top of your game. Can you share, what your strategies have been to kind of stay fresh, stay current,
I read a lot. I read John Maxwell, Napoleon Hill, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn. I'm constantly reading, and I do that every morning. I try to read at least 20 minutes every morning. And I also do affirmations. And, because I have to, in my own mind, know that I can go out there and I can be the best that I can be. And, we all have good days and we all have some bad days. But for me, I don't have bad days very often, because I think, I read, I'm inspired, I'm on social media and I'm sharing those things on social media. So, when I go back through my Facebook pages and see, okay, who's connecting with me and who liked this and who liked that. I get comments all the time about, thanks for sharing. You share such inspirational things. And that's what I'm all about. In fact, with social media, if I find that people are posting negative things, I don't necessarily unfriend them, but I stop following their conversation. Nice. Because I don't need to know who has a headache today. No. I want to know what's going on in the community, and how the people that I have relationships with, or that I'm trying to connect with, I want to know how they're feeling about things that I put out there. So I do that. In the wintertime, there's not much to do because I'm not a cold weather person. So I probably read a little bit more in the wintertime. In the summertime, I definitely am outdoors, and, I love working outdoors, and that's kind of therapeutic for me. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm also a target shooter. So that, again, in the summertime, is something that I enjoy doing, and it's therapeutic, because you can't work all the time.
Right, exactly. No, that's not why we're here.
Right. Yeah. We have to have some fun.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I totally believe, I'm on the same page when it comes to kind of blocking out all that, noise, that negative, time-consuming, mm-hmm.
Gossip.
It's just everything that doesn't really add value to your life. And,
right.
There's so many other ways to do it. And, mm-hmm. So again, what you put out there is what you get back. And,
right.
Imagine having that energy and that, people that are bottled up with, continuous improvement and, education and just attitude that is contagious in a positive way.
Right.
There's a lot of people out there like that, and I think they far outnumber the headaches of the world.
Right, and I'm glad they do.
Yeah, otherwise we'd all have headaches, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you're staring at yourself, years ago when you decided to take the plunge and go out on your own, and you were able to give yourself all the advice that you've picked up over the years, what are some of the key tidbits that you'd like to share, with that person, or, maybe somebody else that's watching and saying, wow, I wish I hope I can get to, that 18-year point one day?
Well, I would say to try to be as prepared as possible, both with your attitude and financially. Mm-hmm. When I started out 18 years ago, it was, charging up the credit cards and things like that, because I wasn't prepared financially. So I think being prepared is one thing, and, slow and steady wins the race. And so all these years, I've tried to just stay focused. And I used to tell my colleagues when I was a captive agent, don't be concerned with what so-and-so is doing. Keep those blinders on. Keep focused on what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, and set your goals out there. Set those 5-year goals or 10-year goals, and then break them down so that you know what your own expectations are each and every single month, week, day. Mm-hmm. Plan your time. And so just having the tenacity to keep at it, even when it's, things are not going as well as you would like them to go, but just keeping on.
Yeah.
Just keeping those goals, keeping a focus on what you want to accomplish.
So on those days where things aren't going the way, that you'd like them to go? Because it does happen. I'm sure it's happened a few times in the
18 years.
Yeah, a couple times, I'm sure.
Yes.
What do you do to get yourself back on track?
Well, sometimes you just have to step completely away. Just step away. It might be for a day, it might be for a weekend, but just step away from it all. Just declutter, get a fresh perspective, and then come back at it. Yeah.
And the next day is always better, I'm sure, right?
Oh, the next day's always better.
Exactly.
The next day's always better. Yeah. Just have to kind of clear that fog that's going on in the mind, clear all of that out and say, okay, it's a brand new day and it's going to be a great day.
Yeah. I always tell myself when I hit that point, cause I do hit it too, it's usually when I'm trying to push something that just isn't right, and it's, I believe that there's a reason why you go through everything, and right. It's just God's way of saying, Jeff, it's not today. And to your point, just get away from it, put it down, just give it up and say, you know what, tomorrow's another day. And it always seems to work out.
Right. Or, give it a day or two and talk to somebody that you trust, a mentor or your spouse, or talk to somebody else about it and get their perspectives. And,
yep.
Then you might think, well, it wasn't supposed to happen anyways then.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it was there for a reason. That's the wrong way.
That's right. Yeah.
Good point. No, that's great advice. And hopefully, and it's weird because after doing so many of these interviews, you'd be surprised by the responses that people give. I mean, time and time again, it's the same thing. Just stop, just take a deep breath, come back. It'll be fine tomorrow. So
right.
It really does work, everyone.
It does. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you and I have known each other for a long time, but we came back together in this Co-Opvertising network. We're both part of that. And so if you had an opportunity to kind of speak to the rest of the group and you needed to enroll their help into something, or maybe there was a way for you to help the group, I mean, do you have anything you'd like to share?
I think building strong relationships, you can help other people and other people will help you just because you formed that that bond, that relationship. And I think that the people in your group, Jeff, are basically the same type-minded people.
Yep.
And they want to help other people in whatever, they want to serve other people in whatever ways that they can. So, and again, when you surround yourself with that caliber, I'd say caliber of people, things are bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You can't stop them.
No.
Because there's a synergy that gets going there and just keeps building and building and building. So I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot of the people that I haven't gotten to meet yet, and some that I already know, and I know are high energy people and think this the same way that we do. So I think this is a great opportunity for like-minded people to help each other.
Excellent. So if I wanted to get to know you, if I wanted to meet you, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Probably my cell phone or my office phone, either way, text me.
What's that number?
It is 219-240-6312. And that's my cell number. And, it's pretty much on 24/7, even though I try not to do business after 5, but we do network after 5. So,
sure.
Yeah. So that's probably the best way. And, call me or send me a text on that number.
Excellent. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to share before our time's up?
Well, I just like to say it's great to meet up with you again, Jeff,
Yeah.
after some years here, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to the group and to forming those bonds with all of the like-minded people again. I think that's a great thing. This is the first opportunity of this kind that I've ever heard of. So it's great. I love the videos. So, you can see people, and then when you meet them, you know who you're talking to already. So
Great.
that's a great thing. Great thing that you're doing, Jeff. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Hopefully it goes somewhere. I don't know where it's going, but
I'm sure it will.
I'm a firm believer that, if I just stay focused on helping people, something good's going to happen. It's
That's right.
right? So
That's
and I
right.
can't even imagine what it'll be like when they're all, passionate, energetic, thought leaders that just want to make a difference. I can't even imagine what that's going to be like. So, but I'm looking forward to it.
Great.
And I do appreciate you, taking the time today to kind of share your story and let us into your life. And, hope to see you soon.
I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Okay. And for everyone else, we'll see you online.